Oh, the light. Hi guys. I've just picked somebody to come and wash for me. Usually we pick them by the roadside where they sit and wait for work. So when you need some clothes washed, your house cleaned, you go there, pick a lady, you come with them home, you assign them the job, and then you pay them. So this is what happened this morning. I went picking a girl. It was not a girl, it was a lady, a mature woman whom I found in a group of many that were sitting there by the roadside. Those that know what I'm talking about. In Kenya, that's what we do. When you don't have a permanent house manager and you need your cleaning to be done, you pick them by the roadside. So I pick her and I come with her to the house. I assigned her the work and I left for work. And I knew that I was working half day, and the amount of work that I had given her, I knew would take her up to that time that I would come back and pay her. So guys, I go work. At some point, because I'd asked for her number, I called to find out if she's still doing well, and she tells me, yes, I'm still washing and still continuing. So I said, okay, I'll be coming at about 1 o'clock to come and pay you up. So guys, I happened to finish a bit early. It was about midday. So I come home. On coming home, I enter the compound and I noticed beneath the flowers that surround the house, I noticed a green paper bag, but it didn't bother me. So I just entered inside the house. And I shouted from downstairs, asking her, because she was upstairs, I asked her, oh, are you still there? And she says, yeah, I'm still here. What are you still finishing? Yeah, I'm arranging the clothes now. The ones that I washed, I picked them up and they are dry. Now I'm folding them. And I said, oh, okay, I've come. You finish up and then I'll come and see. Because I was hungry, guys, I entered the kitchen, I take something, I take a bite, and then I'm through. So I said, okay, let me walk around the compound and see how she has done the cleaning out there. Guys, I went around and then my eye got to see that paper bag again, because it was just tucked underneath the flowers, just next to the at a corner in the compound. And I went and looked at the paper bag. It was like stuffed. It had things inside. So I picked the paper bag. I open it up. Guys, guess what I get there? I get rice, cooking fat, cooking oil in a bottle. She divided my cooking oil. She divided my rice. She took my Omo, the washing detergent. They are all in packs. She took my flour and stuff, the kitchen stuff, bit by bit by bit. They were all in packs. I don't know whether she had come in those containers or what, because they were in containers, others in polythene bags. And it was like everything that you would require in the kitchen, she had taken. Guys, do you know, when I looked at that paper bag, I just pitied this lady. And I said in my heart, had this lady just borrowed me these things, or asked if I could give her, a bit of them, a bit of it each, I would have maybe decided to either give her or add some money on top of what we had agreed as labor. But this girl decided to do this to me. What surprised me is that she had also taken my kitchen cloth and wrapped, milk was in the fridge. It was very cold. She had taken my 2 kitchen cloths and wrapped 4 packets of milk with the cloth. Just maybe, I think it was, she didn't want, it was in the freezer. So I think the water that would have come out of the milk defrosting She tied with the kitchen cloth and everything was in that big paper bag. So guys, what I did is I looked at them and I just felt mercy, and I waited until she was through. Then she called me and said, come and check, I'm through. So I went upstairs, I found she had finished everything, and then we came down together and I asked her, oh, so you are through, okay. Let me give you your money, and I'm happy for your work. So I gave her money. Now what I wanted to see is how she will exit the compound, whether she will carry the bag or what, the paper bag. So as I was giving her the money, I removed the seat. I removed a seat outside and pretended to be basking. And she was really inconvenienced because that is the time now she wanted to pick the bag. After giving her, she was expecting that I would give her the money when we are inside the door, and then she just exits and picks the bag and goes. But I came out with the money on one hand and the seat on the other side hand, and I said, oh, okay, thank you, have your money, see you again. And she was like, now she didn't know what to do. So she walks out without the paper bag, and I sit there and I looked at her as she walked towards the gate. Then when she reached the gate, she turned back. She turned back to see whether I was still sitting there, and she found that I was now comfortably reading my phone, checking on my phone. Guys, the girl went out, and after about 3-4 minutes, she came back and found me still seated there and told me, oh, Mama, I forgot my paper bag that I had come with in the morning. Nilikuwa nimeiweka hapa nje. I had put it out here. And that is the time I told her, girl, there it is. I still can see it there. And she picked it up. When she picked it up, I called her. I told her, she had told me her name. Her name was Angelica. And I told her, Angelica, I'm saddened by what you have done. And I don't think you should do this to another home. It is not good to steal. You had better borrow. And she almost dropped the paper bag down because she knew I had already seen that paper bag and she did not know what to tell me. She was very ashamed. I told her, just go in peace. Go and cook that rice and it will finish. Use that cooking oil, it will finish. But next time, don't do that to somebody else. And she just shyly picked her paper bag and went with it. Guys, isn't this a story of surprise? Isn't it just a shame that somebody can, a mature woman, she was not a small girl, a mature woman can behave like that? Don't you think it's good to ask to be given than to steal? Guys, please like and subscribe to this channel. And this is Never Age TV. We'll see you in the next video. This is where we discuss issues of life. Bye-bye.